Hello everyone, my name is Saad Al-Zabi.
And Wendell Hadri.
So today we are going to present and talk about peace treaties and armistice. So let's begin. First of all, an introduction. The cessation of armed conflict has been a pivotal concern for states and international organizations throughout history. Peace treaties and armistice represent two primary mechanisms to terminate hostilities within the whole world. While both serve to restore peace, yet they differ significantly in their legal nature and purpose. So, this paper seeks to analyze, or this presentation, we are going to talk about, seek to analyze these distinctions and evaluate their place within the corpus of international public law. So, let's begin. So, first of all, in definitions and legal nature. Peace treaties. A peace treaty is a formal agreement between belligerent parties, typically states. So peace treaties, normally it's a binary agreement between two countries, aimed at ending a state of war and establishing the terms of future relations, and aims at peace, and governed by the Vienna Convention on the Law of Treaties 1969. Peace treaties are binding under international law and often address territorial adjustment, reparations, and security guarantees. Regarding armistice, so the difference between peace treaties and armistice is huge, but not of a big difference. Let me explain. So the huge difference between armistice and peace treaty. A peace treaty could end a war. Could end a war. But in armistice is a ceasefire for a period of time, but it doesn't end a war. It's still in the case of a war. So, an armistice is a temporary suspension of hostilities agreed upon by warring parties, usually as a precursor to negotiation for a more comprehensive peace settlement. Unlike peace treaties, armistice do not end the legal state of a war, but merely halt active conflict. So it's a temporary element. They are often concluded with the assistance of mediators of international organizations. So, armistice usually doesn't happen unless there is a mediator of the international organizations such as the UN. So, and information and legal framework. The legal validity of peace treaties and armistice is anchored in the principle of consent, as articulated in Article 26 of the Vienna Convention. Essential elements include capacity to conclude agreements, which means parties must possess legal capacity as recognized under international law. Secondly, good faith and free consent. You should have a good faith to agree between two parties, and agreements must be entered into without coercion or duress. So it shouldn't be an agreement of the matter of the act of coercion to each party to settle on this agreement. So, and lastly but not least, conformity with just Coggin's norms, which is treaties or armistice cannot contravene peremptory norms of international law, such as the prohibition of aggression or genocide. And these two, aggression and genocide, cannot, according to just Coggin's norms, cannot intervene in armistice or peace treaties. And here my colleague Bender will complete.
The historical
Presidents, the Treaty of Westphalia, often regarded as the foundation of modern international relation. The Treaty of Westphalia ended the 30-year war and established from place of state sovereignty and now international. The armistice, this armistice ended hostilities in the World War One, but did not constate a formula basis leading to the subsequent Treaty of Versailles in 1990. In Vermont and challenges basis treaties and often include provision for dispute relations, monitoring, and in informants such as the implement of international courts of speaking frauds. Challenge. Non-state challenge what my friend said.
So, in the challenges, non-state actors, the rise of non-state actors complicates traditional treaty-making process. Secondly, fragile states. Weak governance structures in post-conflict states undermine the implementation of agreements. So weak governance always undermine the implementation of agreements. And lastly, political will. The lack of political will among parties often hampers effective enforcement. So when a party lacks a political will, it's lead often to harm or to enforce such an enforcement. Role of international organization. So, as you all know, there is an well-known international organization which is the UN. So, international organization, particularly the United Nations, play a crucial role in negotiation, monitoring, and enforcing peace agreements within the parties. And UN Security Council resolution often provide legal backing for armistice and peace treaties, ensuring their alignment with international norms. So, I do have personal views about the Security Council, but let us finish now, and then we can talk about my personal views. So, in conclusion, peace treaties and armistice remain indispensable tools for conflict resolution under international public law. So it plays a huge role within public international law, and however their effectiveness hinges on the adherence to legal principles, robust enforcement mechanisms, and the active involvement of international actors. As global conflicts evolve, so too must the legal frameworks governing these agreements. So, too must the legal framework governing these agreements. No matter what are your emotions or what you look of any war or any settlement is going to happen, you have to put it within the legal framework governing these agreements, which is public international law. And here are the references. And thank you for listening. Thank you, Bandar Al Hajri.
Welcome.
And that's it. See you all.